this is the day before I go to see Dr. Mosser again to get my binder removed and to check everything out and like see my chest for the first time. So yeah, I'm like super excited for that. Like I'm very, very nervous and very scared for it, but I'm also very excited for it. So there's a little bit of conflicting feelings going on there. Yeah, I was doing fine. I didn't need to take the pain medication this morning, but I kind of fucked up. So we're gonna see how badly I actually fucked up when I go to the appointment. But I took pain pills a little while ago, so I'm feeling a little out of it. Just like because they don't make me tired, they just make me like mentally disconnected almost, and then that in and of itself like exhausts me and I just want to go to sleep, which is very weird. I've never been on pain pills before, so I really didn't know what to expect from those, and I didn't really hear anybody else telling me how they felt on them, so yeah, that was weird. I wasn't expecting that. But I was like putting on a sock this morning, and I was doing this motion, reaching down to put my sock on, and I felt like this really sharp pain right in this. I don't know exactly where it was. Honestly, it's so hard for me to tell like what it is that's feeling what, because like I just have no idea like where anything is anymore, and so like any sensation that I feel, like I don't have a place to put that with. Like my body hasn't yet connected certain parts of it with like with I guess what my mind thinks should be there, you know? So something here hurt. I just really hope it wasn't my nipple. Because like that's the one thing, like I'm okay if I fucked up my incision a little bit and I'll get like a thicker scar there, as long as like my nipples are fine and like they're still on and they're healing still, and like they're like that. I'm so fucking worried that like my nipples are gonna get ruined after this. Like, I mean, I don't know, I guess like I didn't have the greatest nipples before anyways. Like I had like little inverted nips, and you know, they were nothing special really, but I'm like, I don't want to have like fucked up nipples, you know? Like I'm so worried about that. I don't give a shit about the scars. Like, I mean, I give a shit about the scars, but like compared to how much I care about my nipples, like I don't give a shit about my scars. So I'm just really worried. I'm just like really hoping that it's the tape that was covering up the incision, and like a fucking suture can be ripped out of my skin. I don't care. Just please, let my nipple be okay. Yeah. So there's that. Anyways, so let me just. This is the binder. Actually, I'll just like let everyone see kind of like what the post-op binder looks like, because I really didn't know what to expect. But yeah, so it's like this. It's like that. Right about. I'm trying to feel it out right now. So like right on here, and right about here is where like the nipple coverings are, because there's like in here there's like those special extra absorbent like abdominal wound pads, and then right around here it's like either layers of like this stiffer gauze, or it was like this dried up gauze or something like that, is right here in like these little squares, where over what I'm assuming is my nipples, and then down here I can feel something else. I'm assuming it's surgical tape, like right around here where I'm guessing is where like my incision falls. So looking at this now, like on the camera, looks pretty good. Taking the pain medication, like one of the pain pills every 6 hours, and that was working perfectly fine for me, which was good. I wasn't like, which was good because I also wasn't taking the like the stool softener too much. I haven't taken too many of those pills, but I was still able to poop, which is something that was not really something I was prepared for. No one really talked about that. That's not something like I at least heard mentioned in a lot of other videos about like people being post-op, but like, yeah, the pain, I was either the anesthesia or the pain, or like the pain medication, it gives you really bad constipation, so that's something I just wasn't really prepared to deal with, but thankfully they also give you stool softeners because they know that that's going to be a problem, and so I had a couple of those, and I'm starting to get back into like a regular cycle, which is like, I know, poop, why, but like, you're looking into getting this surgery, it's good to know that you're going to be a little off in your movements. Yeah. Oh god, I just want to know what it looks like. I just want to know what it looks like. This is fucking killing me. Other than wondering whether or not I fucked up my own nipple, like, I just want to see what it looks like. I'm just so done with all of the waiting. And it's just so hard to, like, muster the energy for other things and, like, concentrate on other things, because I'm just like, oh, but what's going on? Like, I just want to know. Okay. Fuck. Okay, anyways, yeah. So that's... Okay, wait, fuck, it's so hard to put shirts on. This is so freaking hard. Ugh. Maybe I'm just doing that wrong. Maybe I just don't know how shirts work. But yeah. So there we go. There's that. And fun little story. Learned I almost died in the hospital, or like came as close to death as I ever have before. Because apparently my weak, delicate little body can't handle whatever anesthesia they gave me, and so it like tanked my blood pressure, and you know, I was like actually like to a point where the doctor was like, holy shit, oh my god, like this is bad, and then they like put me through full of a whole bunch of like IV fluid or whatever, blood out, and give me like, you know, get it so that I had a little more pressure in there, and then that worked, but as a consequence of having so much extra fluid in my body, it like started collecting in my lungs, so they were really worried that my lungs were going to collapse, because you're not supposed to have water in your lungs, like, one, because you can't breathe, but then also because, like, if you're like expelling it out, you can collapse your lungs, which is why they don't do, like, you know, like the, like how sometimes you can like have mice and stuff, and like they'll put them in like highly oxygenated water, and they'll be able to like breathe that, and then they'll just cough out the water and be fine, and like be able to go on the land again. Like, we can't do that because our lungs will collapse when you're coughing out the water. That was a random side note, but yeah. So they gave me this cool little thing, so that I could breathe, basically. And it was like, as long as I was like keeping this, I had to like keep this little blue thing, within the arrows, and like breathe a certain amount, and I just start coughing. So that was scary because no one really explained to me like what happened. Basically, the nurse was just like, "Oh yeah, just keep doing that, or else your lungs will collapse." But yeah, apparently it took me like almost 8 hours to like wake up from the anesthesia to the point where I could like actually leave the hospital. Even though the actual surgery was only 1.5 hours, and the actual surgery went great. But just like the rest of the time was just like me basically trying to not die from the anesthesia, which is, you know, I feel like they should have told me that more, given me more of an explanation for that, but my stepmom just like very casually mentioned it to like my aunt and uncle when they came by to visit. I'm a little bitter about that. Yeah, so I just put my shirt back on because I like heard the door jiggling, but I guess it was actually my neighbor's door. Whatever. I don't know. I just feel weird. I don't really like having the binder on. Like, I mean, I don't like my family seeing the binder on, I guess. Not that I don't really mind the binder on. But I don't like them seeing it. I don't know why. Except for my stepmom, like, I just feel really weird, like, with my dad and my little brother seeing it. I guess just because it's like very vulnerable, you know, it's like I've kept this hidden from other guys, like, for so long, just because, you know, I had boobs before, and so I think there's still a little part of me that's like, oh, your dad can't see you shirtless, like, that's fucking weird, like, your dad can't see you shirtless, your little brother can't see you shirtless, but your stepmom can, because she's seen you shirtless before, like, I don't know, I guess there's just, like, a little part of me that's still, like, not accustomed to that. I wonder if I ever will be. I don't know. I'm like still not 100% sure if I even like want to be shirtless at the beach, or if I'm just gonna like use those rash guards and things like that still, like, I don't know. It seems weird to like be shirtless in front of other people after 15 years of people being like, so keep that shit the fuck on. No one wants to see your nipples. No one wants to see your chest. That's scandalous. That's dirty. Knock it off. I guess it's just weird to like finally be in a position where like people aren't going to say that to me, but then at the same time I'm also very scared of like if my chest and like my nipples and my scars like aren't passable in like public spaces. I feel like I'd be very comfortable like taking my shirt off once everything's more healed up in front of my family, but in terms of like in a public space, like I'm not sure if I'll ever really get to that point where I'm like 100% okay with just going bare chested, or if I'd have to like still have some sort of like something over me, like a little layer of comfort. Yeah. So anyways, that's my update. I guess I'll let y'all know how the reveal goes tomorrow. Get some cool videos of that. It's gonna be great. I'm so fucking excited. I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous, but I'm still so fucking excited to just finally see this and see my chest and like see what it looks like after.